Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquest, where today we are going after Thanatos. Thanatos is the last sector in the South Pole, and the fifth to last sector on this entire planet. I did just go ahead and take a look. Bioweapon, Acropolis, Finisterra, Inferno Bastion, and Thanatos are the last 5 sectors on this planet, so we are getting pretty close. So, Thanatos is an outlying sector that contains abundant resources considering its size. The enemy appears to have little presence here. Or do they? Fight heaps of enemies and guardians, take this sector for yourself. That's got me a little worried. There's apparently a lot of enemies, but also a lot of resources to go around. So hopefully I can get some advanced stuff spun up very quickly and build a defense that can actually take some enemies out. Let's find out. Alright, and we are starting off with a Silex core, which is very interesting. I don't remember the last sector that started with one of these, so that's got me a little concerned. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. This is the entire sector. There are 3 drop points up here. Whoa. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. One here, and one here. So we are going to have to either build 3 small walls or 1 big one. And I'm thinking we're going to probably go with 3 small ones, mostly just because I don't want to overlap any of the resources we have here, because there's not a whole lot. Taking a look down here, we do have an ample supply of lignite and sand in this biome, which I'm very happy about. Lignite is quite important. Got a decent amount of starting resources, although not a whole lot, which is a little concerning, especially since there's a lignite right here over top of some of the Fahrenheit. I'd rather have lignite. You know, it seems more valuable. Ooh, okay, so it looks like we are going to have to decide between lignite and basic resources, which that's never fun. But that's okay. We have plenty of it down here. That shouldn't be too much of a concern. We also got barite very close to the core, and that hopefully will be enough to get a large amount of barite. We got some obsidian over here with a huge amount of geodes in 3 separate locations, and we've got red sand up here in the enemy area. Okay. I also did spot this barite hive right here, so I think we will want to go scorch that out as soon as possible. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get our basic resources going. I'm thinking normal dematite from here, lithium dematite right here. We got some Fahrenheit. I don't know. Let's just get to work. We'll see what happens. Alright, and I guess we're going to have to cut the building a little short here because we've already got a little barite critter attacking our core, which is just fantastic. Okay, so that means we need to go burn off that hive right now. I'm surprised it didn't attack this. That is a little bit interesting. But yeah, let's get some scorches over here. Why is the core still under attack? Is it on fire? Yes, it's on fire. Okay, cool. Well, we're just going to burn that hive off right now. I don't want to have to deal with that. And also, I have made a severe lapse in judgment when doing this entire sector. I used almost all of my obsidian making basic resource drills. That was a stupid idea because now I didn't have enough to build lodestone crucibles, which would have severely sped this all up. But yeah, I just didn't do that. So let's hope those singes can take that out. Let's continue building this. This is going to take forever, and we're going to have to run into the core via normal pipes. We are not off to a great start on this sector, I won't lie, but I think we can still manage. Maybe? I honestly don't know. We're just going to kind of go with it and see what happens, you know. We also need lithium desperately. I have 8 left, and I have not made any more, mostly because I can't put many more dematite drills down because I put them in the wrong place. I should have put them here, and here, and then swapped them over instead of putting them here as the main resource production. Well, that was a order of operations issue, and you know what? Honestly, I think we're just going to have to kind of do a little bit of this for now. Don't have much of a choice. We'll just get a little bit of lithium while we wait for obsidian to build up, and then we can swap this out for an actually good lithium factory once we, you know, can. Alright, there we go. Now we have our lodestone spun up. Very good. A lithium, not doing so hot. We're only at 4. We don't have chromium. That's fine. I think we have basically every starting resource pretty much good to go. We don't have barite, but we do have 200 to start. So it might be worth investing in liquid barite just because power infrastructure in the sector is not going to be particularly kind. There's not a whole lot of space to work with, and majority of power production buildings take up quite a lot of space. But also, we have about 7 seconds until the enemies get here, so I probably should stop deconstructing this and use this for singes in the beginning, because I feel like that's the only thing we really can, you know, use and not die with. So let's get some singes built up here. I won't lie, I am a little concerned because I spent the majority of the time fixing what I broke, aka, you know, not building infrastructure properly and focusing on the wrong things. So, you know, who knows. 40 waves, by the way. Good lord. Okay, now where is the enemy? Do we not have one? Okay, I guess we have some time. Okay, in that case, let's get some barite going because we're going to need it, which means we're going to need to grab some water because we're just going to do that. It's probably the easy solution anyways. Plus, now that we have a bunch of lodestone, we can actually kind of afford to do that. Now, this might be one of those rare instances where the larger pumps are actually useful, mostly just because we don't have a whole lot of water to work with. I think if I do end up needing that, I'll do it up here. For now, we're just going to run with this. I believe a single barite cooler only needs 6, which is 1.5, so you can run 2 coolers off of 3, so we can run around 14 coolers off of that. That's plenty fine. I don't even think we're going to have enough liquid barite for that, so let's just go with this. All right, there we go. 6 barite coolers. I think that's going to be enough. Maybe I would like to use some barite for ammo up here. I feel like that might just be a good idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're going to take a router off this barite, and we're going to make some barite turrets and ammo. What kind of turrets do... Oh, we have access to everything here. Okay, that's got me a little worried. We are going to probably be using every last bit of everything we have here. You know what? I do want to build up some barite. Maybe we don't want to do barite turrets. Oh, so many choices. I don't know, man. To be fair, we do have a bunch of lignite up here, and I don't think the first wave is going to be, like, super death. So maybe we just go ahead and build up a wall with something we have a lot of. Fahrenheit looks pretty good. And let's just kind of put some singes up in the beginning here. I don't think we're going to need that many. It should be a pretty simple first couple of waves. And that'll give us some time to work on other things, right? All right, so the first enemy is here, and it is in this side. Now, the real question is, are the enemies going to be spawn here, spawn here, spawn here, spawn here, spawn here, spawn here? Or is it going to be, since this is wave 1, there's only 1, wave 2, there might be 2, wave 20, there might just be a bunch on all 3. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I guess we'll find out, right? And I was correct in the assumption that it's not going to be too bad in the beginning, which is good because I don't know what I would have done if there was a tier 3 off rip. I probably would have died. That's what I would have done. And then that should be pretty good for the defense for the first maybe 10, 15 waves. That's kind of pushing it. In that time, I should be able to build up Chromium, Vesmonium, maybe Drayson if I'm lucky. I doubt it, but you never know. This is also really cramped down here, and I probably should do something about it. Whatever, it's fine. Let's pipe all the water together, so then we can have one solid stream of water going up to the top, and then we can use that for Chromium as well. Speaking of which, let's go get some Chromium. And it does look like the next wave is here, and there's 3 enemies. So did they all spawn here? Where are they? Okay, so there's 3 on that side. I don't know what that's gonna mean. Okay, I'm getting a little concerned. There's 7 enemies now. Okay, so it's 6 and 1? No, okay, hold on now just a second. Is this gonna be the mech area, this the tank area, and this the air area? Is that how that works? Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we might want to step this up a little bit here. You know, the issue that I've found is that the Silex core has some slow build time, which is not good. It's been pretty slow so far, and that's kind of the concern. All right, now powering these is obviously going to be a problem. I am probably going to throw down a diffusion reactor, just one again. I think that worked out pretty well last time. Once I can, obviously can't do that right now because, you know, we don't have Chromium. But each one of these takes 150 power. A radiation reactor will generate 120, and there's 3 radiation vents here, so we are a little bit under. But honestly, I'm kind of willing to just do that, just be a little bit under for the time being, just because we really don't have the time to care. We have 9 seconds until the next wave gets here. These walls are damaged. And I'm getting a little worried. And also, this build speed is horrific. Oh, there's a Guardian in 5 ways, and there's 12 enemies already. Okay, so it looks like I was correct. This is the mech area, this is the tank area, and this will probably be the air area. So we need to beef up our defenses very, very quickly. And there we go. Crosium's coming in. Okay, perfect. I probably should take a underflow. Yes, because I want to use this as ammo. This will be our ammo crosium. The rest of the crosium will go into the core and we can actually use it. Do we beef up defenses now or do we focus on something else? Let's go ahead and replace the walls over here, especially on the mech side, with some barite ones. They've kind of been destroying these pretty heavily, so let's get these ones swapped out. I think the Shenong side is fine, although my turrets have taken a little bit of damage. Can't really do much against that when you're fighting Shenong, so, you know. We could also start getting some Vesmonium because we are going to need it, and that's going to be a real problem too, because we're not going to be able to get a whole lot of it. Let's check here. One Vesmonium occulter, it takes 2.4 barite per second, and we get 1.2 Vesmonium out of it. I think we're going to have to go with 100% efficiency, or we just put it on a tile and just throw in as much stuff as we have. Barite is going to be the limiting factor there, of course. But if we do that, then we can run one Dresden Crucible at 150%, which will give us half a Dresden per second, which will probably be enough. And then if not, I can try to finagle some more resources out of somewhere. But I think, yeah, one Vesmonium occulter with as much stuff as we can get out of it is probably our best option. Barite's going to be a problem, although we probably could just run our standard abrasion quarry into one barite quern setup that we usually do. That's not a good layout. How am I going to get that out of there? Okay, well, you know what I mean. And then, of course, powering, that's going to be the problem, but we are getting crosium now, so we can go ahead and throw down our diffusion reactor. And I think we're going to go ahead and put it right here because we have a vent here, and some lignite for heating right there. Okay, yep, I was correct. This is the air side, and we've got 6 Shenongs. 100,000 of those, and then 1 Parave. Well, at least we do know that we can specialize each defense for whatever it needs, right? So I guess that's kind of good. And also, we were running crosium at half efficiency because I wasn't even piping the water in properly. Okay, now let me think about this here. We're going to be running 2 nitrogen synthesizers, I think. One of them goes into this diffusion reactor, and one of them is eventually going to go into the Dresden Crucible. We're not going to be building units because we just don't have enough resources for it, but I think 150% boosted, so 18 per second nitrogen, plus 1 normal synthesizer should be able to run off of a single obsidian cooler. And we do have a little bit of slag right here and a little bit right there. The issue is water, which we could get from here, but I kind of want to use this as the coolant. So maybe we are going to have to start a big pump over here and then take some more water. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, and the Guardian's approaching in like 3 waves. I should probably work on that. Okay, you know what? Water first. Let's get our water. And another thing that I need to not forget is we need to use the viaducts. They are significantly faster. And there is 7 of those pumps full of water. That is getting a very good amount. And there's 15 enemies still alive. Did they make it through? Nope, it's just these guys. Okay. Now, of course, this will be needing power, so we are going to have to power this initially, but that's fine because this is mostly going to be going into nitrogen. And just to kickstart this for now, I'm going to put a solar panel right here. This is going to not power this thing like at all. This will be at a 4th efficiency. I just need a little bit to start, though, because we only need 1 synthesizer going just to kick it on. And then once this power comes on, then we can, of course, run everything together. All right, I probably should check on our defenses. How are we doing? We have... that's going to be a problem. 36 enemies. That's a lot of Shenong. I need to get up there and fix that. Oh, God. Okay, but the nitrogen should be kicking on any second now. How are we doing? Let me fix... Yep. Okay, we almost died, but we didn't. We have 2 waves to go until the Guardian gets here. So let's go ahead and swap some of these walls out for barite, and then we can get some crosium going for ammo. It's already going. We just need to, you know, get the turrets built up, and we probably should start doing that right now. Let me go ahead and get this power turned on. All we have to do, connect to this nitrogen, connect, and connect, and that should be everything going for our diffusion reactor. Don't blow up. Stability, perfectly fine, and we are generating a whole bunch of power. Indeed, we do. 2,000. Okay, first order of business, let's plug in the obsidian so we don't run out, so the reactor doesn't explode. Okay, there we go. Obsidian's going on, and that will be enough for all of that. Let's go ahead and get our crosium as ammo up here. We can run it straight through... Wow, I actually ran it through that entire tree field and didn't hit a single tree. I'm very impressed. And let's also figure out where we want to wall this off. Another concern that I had is that once we get higher tier units, they might just start shooting over this, Like, because enemies right here could definitely see these, and that's going to be problematic. So maybe we want to build one defense, like, here and one, like, here. Something like that. But I don't know if that's good. That's kind of cutting off a lot of our resources. Maybe we do, like, we put the wall up here. Something like this. That gives us pretty ample space. And then, I mean, these turrets will shoot at these guys coming in. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And also, we probably should do this one first, just because this is the, main defense area. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep, something like that'll work just fine. Unfortunately, there's a stupid boulder in the way, so I couldn't build it up a little higher. I mean, I could have, but it would have been a permanent weak spot, which is oh so great. All right, and I think initially, let's see, we want single target, so we're probably going to go Typhoon, Myriad, Concite, just kind of spam all of them around, Put a Concite here, we can put one probably, well, actually, before we do any of that. Crosium's going here. That's going to take forever to build, though, so I'll probably just leave, like, the majority of it out, and we'll just use them as markers. And then we can get the wall going. We got 42 enemies, and the Guardian will be here in one wave. That's a lot of Shenong. Oh, my God. Is that even going to work? Barely. Golly, man. Oh, and that's almost destroyed. Are we going to be fine? Let me just sit here with my force field. Maybe that'll help. Okay, well, it helped a little bit. But they did destroy the wall. Okay, so we need to hurry up. I did not think this through very well, did I? We don't have a lot of time. So maybe one Concite, and then the rest the 3x3s, because that'll fit nicely. I'm thinking maybe 3 Typhoons and 2 Myriads. Obviously, we can't build all of this, so let's just build those 2 for now. We have 18 seconds! Oh my god, okay. At least let's get those ammoed up. Okay, so that's good. Let's try to plan this out. Honestly, I'm just going to kind of wing it. Let's see here, Concite. Yep, let's put a Concite there. Let's put one over here, I guess. There's a stupid tree. I hate them. I seriously, maybe thicken up the wall. And where is the Guardian? Please don't be... Oh, it's on every single front. Oh my god, it's over, bruh. I don't have half the turrets built, bruh. Oh my god, okay. Well, hopefully we'll survive. Yeah, I figured we wouldn't. Okay, luckily it looks like the tank is the only one that's left, and it should get hit by the majority of these. Okay, we survived, although barely. I think it is actually worth keeping the singes in, which is kind of crazy to say, but they do a significant amount of damage. And let's continue focusing on the rest of the defense over here. This part has got me a little worried, so maybe we want to focus on that. 60 enemies, by the way! Golly! There's so many Shenong, dude. There's so many. This is insanity. Okay, don't build the walls. Build the pipes. Thank you. Okay, we lived, but God, that's so many Shenong. You know what? I think it might be time to put some Concite over here and reroute the Lignite, because it's kind of like right in the middle of where I need to be building things. So let's do that. Let's reroute this over here. We're going over Radiation Vent. I really don't care. I don't have the time to think about it. And also, can we hurry it up over here, please? There we go. Okay, rebuild these just because it's been working pretty good so far. Now, you're probably thinking, now hang on a minute. Why is there a gap here? I'm going to cool everything down with some water. Bruh, that's insane. They're gonna get through. Oh yeah, they're getting through. Okay, well, we have a Myriad. Let's just go ahead and route to the Concite. Hopefully that'll clean them up. It did, and this Concite is even helping. Okay, let's go ahead and repair this again and continue working on building more Concites, because Concite's probably going to be our best option for this side. And also, let's get some storage capsules going, because we're going to need them. That does mean we are not going to be getting any Crosium into the core for at least until these ammo boxes are full, which 600 extra ammo, honestly, I think that's worth it. We're not using this stuff super fast anyway, so I'm not, like, super concerned about it. Oh, boy. 83, by the way. Oh my god. Dude. There's so much. Luckily, the Concites just rip through them. But good grief, that's a lot. It looks like the air units have started breaching as well. Great. This is getting insane, by the way. Is this entire thing just going to be, like, area clear? Because there's so many. Oh my god, dude. I say this every wave, and it just keeps getting worse. There's so many. And look, they made it through. And they're going through this way because there's, like, no Crosium over here. I mean, luckily we destroyed it, but good lord, dude. There's so much. I also got power over here finally, so we can, get some menders going, because we probably are going to need them soon. All right, 5 waves until another Guardian shows up. That is to be expected. 106 enemies this time. Bro. There's so many. Looks like they are going straight for this side as well, which is just oh so fantastic. Luckily, they did get destroyed. We just got to fix our menders and put some more walls up, because they really like to go for the weak points, which is, of course, right on the menders. So we need to beef up the wall. Actually, honestly, just might 3-thick the entire thing. Yep, let's do it. We've got the barite to spare. This just keeps getting worse. There's just so many. Why do they still want to go this way? I want them to go here. This is where they need to go, so they line up nicely with the concite. Why here? Maybe it's because there's no turret over here? I don't know. Okay, but this wall is pretty much almost done. I do not have menders over here, so I probably should get that going. And also, we're going to need to run power over here, and we can... Actually, we don't even need this lignite for defense anymore. We can use this purely for water. Okay, enemies are here. How many this time? 133. Bro! Okay, they're going here now, which is perfect, because then everything gets lined up and destroyed by the concite. Okay, good. That's exactly what I want to see. Looks like our wall is holding up pretty strong. Let's go ahead and get this power plugged in on this wall over here, and then we can actually do something. All right, there we go. That's pretty solid defense. Let's go ahead and grab some water, because we have some over here. We're going to use lignite pumps just because there's a lot of lignite on this sector. How many of these do you think I can actually get? There is no way that I can get all of these lignited, but I'm going to try. Now, I would consider cooling this, but I just don't think it's going to be viable, mostly because we're going to need a stupid amount of red sand that I don't think we can get, because I'd rather have, like, defenses there. So we're just going to use normal water. We've got so many pumps. I don't think it's going to be that bad. 144 enemies. This is giving me flashbacks to the one sector that I went to wave 500 on. There was like 400 enemies at one point. There's a lot. Oh dear. All right, well, there we go. Looks like we are getting some water in extremely quickly. That thing is filling up way faster than 50 per second, I just want to add. And I realized this wall wasn't even plugged in. Okay, well, that was concerning. Okay, there we go. Everything is now water-cooled. I think that's going to give us a little bit of breathing room. We're going to have to come back and check on this in 2 waves when the, Guardian gets here, which I would assume to be some tier 3s or tier 4s or something. I don't know. I'm not really concerned about it. We need to get some other resources, such as Vesmonium. The real question is, how much power do we have? 2.1. We do not have batteries. We should probably get some. Good place for batteries. I guess right here is not too bad. This is going to take like 500,000 years to build because this unit that I have is super slow building. But at least we'll have some backup battery in case power goes down. And then I'm thinking, how much barite does the abrasion quarry do? This gives you 2.7 of the radiated lumps. Horn takes 6 per second, so you need 2. And you get 2, so we're going to get a little bit less than 4. So like 3.5. This thing takes 2.4, so if we boost this, we just shove 3.5. Good enough. Let's do that. We're going to need to put some more advanced turrets over here, aka some Commodites with a little bit of Drayson in them. That seems like a pretty good idea. I can manually load those up, maybe take 10 pieces. That'll probably last 25 waves, and we only have 20 left, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We're halfway through the sector, and we don't even have Vesmonium yet, so I don't even know if we're even going to get there. All right, Guardian is here. 175 enemies. Insane. That looks like a tier 4. Yep, we got tier 4s coming in. That's concerning. I think this should be able to survive, especially since the mech is lined up very nicely. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, God. Are we gonna be fine? Are we gonna be fine? I don't know. The air unit's gonna get obliterated. Yep, the air unit's dead. Mech is cutting through. Oh, God, the mech is getting through. We're gonna need to beef up the mech side. Okay, yep, let's go ahead and do that now. And then while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and plan out the Vesmonium occulter. We're almost at 200 enemies, by the way. Bro, we're going to need to get some serious, like, area denial. Project is going to be amazing, because it's got some huge area damage. Oh, yeah, we're definitely throwing projects down. And these only take pressure, not even heat, so, oh, perfect. All right, there we go. Vesmonium has been acquired. Let's go ahead and overflow this. I think the limiting factor right now is actually lignite. Haha, gotcha. Actually, we might... Wow. There is no way we're making enough to run this thing at full tilt. Okay, well, never mind. It's It's not a problem at all. Perfect. Okay, Dresden Crucible is up next. Boom. In you go. We're obviously going to need to heat this. We're going to need nitrogen. Nitrogen's going to go right here because the obsidian line is right here. Right on this vent. Almost like I planned this out or something. I should probably check on the defense because there's there's so many! There's so many. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Bruh. Alright, well, we are still alive. Unfortunately, I saw some ammo distribution problems, so I'm thinking we're going to have to chuck down another vault right here. Yep, I kind of saw this coming, I won't lie. And there is 150% Dresden Crucible. Boom. Okay, and now we have some Dresden. We are going to save up for a project, and we are going to place it right here, I think. And also, we probably should start adding some more turrets in the back here. That would be a good idea. 223 enemies. Insane. There's so many. Oh my god. Like, where are they even getting all of these? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's go ahead and start throwing in some more... Actually, do we even need to do that? Oh, ammo. You know what? How much power do we have? 1.2? Ooh, that dropped to 900. Yeah. It's time for another Chromium infuser. Okay. Oh my god, there's just so many. There's just so many. There's so many. We're getting tier 4s in the mix, and there's going to be a tier 5 in 5 waves, I guarantee it. Okay, we need to get our Dresden going. We have 50. Half of a turret is what I was going to say there. Also, I realize we're going to need some purified oasis water for these, which that's not good. I don't know where I'm going to get that. Oh, hello. All right, there we go. Chromium, additional... Chromium. We have Chromium. I think we can just input it right into there, and it should just go into the remaining Chromium line. Indeed it does, which then gets overflowed and sent into the ammo line. Okay, so there we go. We're good on that. We are now rocking 600 power. Not ideal. That's fine. It's okay. And yeah, we have enough for a Commodite. I want a project, though, and I want to put it here. Of course, we can't build it just yet because we have to fight off this wave. We're also going to need some pressure for it, so let's go ahead and place a pressure schematic right on top of it. The janky method that I always do with loading up these advanced turrets, heavy unloader and Chromium belt, and I can put 50 of any ammo type I want onto this, and then that will work just fine. Let's go ahead and wall this off with some Chromium. Let's use barite instead. Actually, let's use Vesmonium. And by the time I've built this, I probably can ammo it entirely. Unbelievable. Okay, 260 enemies, by the way. They're all getting shields now as well. Oh, God. And this thing would be absolutely obliterating these guys if we had ammo for it. And I am going to water cool this as well because it does accept coolant. Boosts its fire rate by a tiny little bit. Works for me. Are we alive? Just barely. Good grief. Grab some Vesmonium. I can carry 20? Really? Okay. There you go. That thing's got some ammo. I don't know how much this shoots per shot, so we might have to make a lot of trips to ammo this thing. And I'm definitely not running a line over here, but I'm going to give it 60. And we're going to see how much we have at the end of this. And let's see how much damage this thing does. Hopefully a lot. Oh yeah, I think this thing is doing a substantial amount of damage. Oh yeah, that did a lot. Now, how much is left? I gave it 60, so that took about 4 ammo. Okay, so that's not actually that bad. That's manageable. Honestly, I don't really know what else to do right now. We're kind of just waiting for more advanced turrets to show up. Let's go ahead and upgrade our lithium setup. We literally never did. All right, there we go. That should be our lithium upgraded. Now let's go up to make sure we're not going to die to the 300 enemies that have shown up. Oh my god. We are doomed. We're definitely going to need some more over here, because this is the side that's getting, like, obliterated. This is doing okay, but, oh my god, this is insane. Alright, Guardians are here. 309 enemies. Bro, they don't even fit! Okay, it looks like it's just tier 4, so the tier 5s are going to be showing up later. Is that 3 tier 4? Oh god, okay, well, this is not good. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. Are we going to survive this? I beefed up this wall, so we might be fine, maybe. I'm going to sit here with my shield just to make sure nothing gets, like, super damaged. Although I don't know how well this is working. Yeah, my shield's already gone. How are we doing? Not good. Oh my god, this side's not good at all. What happened? What's happening over here? Oh no. I don't think Chromium was enough. I don't think it was enough. Oh, no. This is so bad. This is so bad. It looks like the Guardians are kind of dying. Come on. Oh, the whole wall's gone. The whole wall's gone. It's just gone. It's 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 gone. Oh, my God. No way. Bruh. What are we going to do? No. Are they through? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's just one Guardian that got through, which is not good. Also because this wall is now gone, and there's 27 seconds left. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, I think we're cooked, and I don't think there's anything I can actually do about it. Because even if I destroyed this, I would have to rebuild everything in 17 seconds. Impossible, especially with this core unit. Well, yeah, this is, not ideal. Should we try to survive just a little longer, or should we give up? That is the question of all time. Do we have power down here? You know what? Tralux. Right on the reactor. There's gonna be 400-ish enemies coming here in a second, and there's nothing we can do about it. Do you think we'll be able to take this guy out? I don't think so. Our core is, about to blow up. We have this many enemies coming in. Yeah. Okay. Not much else to do, huh? Huh.